So I'm opening VS Code. Okay, so I open the folder. We are going to discuss with Python comments. Python comments. So actually in Python, we are having two types of comments. The first one is what? Single line comment, and we are going to represent with what? Hash. And the second one is multi-line comment. We are having totally two types of comments. One is single line comment and another one is multi-line comment. Okay. So now here we are going to have two types of comments. One is single line and another one is multi-line comments. Here, let's create a file here. So I'm going to click on a new file. So name can be anything. So I'm going to give here 3 dot. Name can be anything. So but I'm giving here 3 dot comments dot 0. Okay. So now I'm going to write some code here. Print hello, comma space world. Here I wrote some print statement. So inside the quotations, I wrote hello world exclamation. In between I gave comma, whatever. This is my Python statement. From here, we can run the Python program. Here we can see the output. So what is the output here? Hello world. So nothing I did here. I created simply .py Python file and I wrote here print hello comma world exclamation. And after this, I'm going to click on this run Python file. So I'm going to see the output. Okay. So here we are going to discuss with comments. Here I'm going to use this single line comment. Enter. And here I'm going to write first without using comment and after that with. This program prints a message. So here it is very clear this file extension is what? .py. So nothing but this is Python file. So in this Python file, only Python syntaxes were accepted. But here I wrote some explanation. Here our Python unable to recognize this line number 1. So that is the reason it is showing like an error. So now again play. So it is showing some syntax error. Is it clear? Okay. Finally, you got some conclusion. In Python file, we need to write only Python syntax. If you write some general text, it is going to recognize as a syntax error. Is it clear? Okay. So now this particular message I'm going to write inside single line comment. So here the single line comment, what here? Hash. Okay. Now whatever the changes I did, so after that what we need to do, once if you do any changes, we need to save or simply we can press Ctrl S. So now from here run Python file and you can see only the hello world. Only this part is going to skip. Is it clear? So now our Python file is going to skip this particular line number 1. Only it will recognize line number 2 and it is going to print. Okay, fine. So here we created the Python file and here print hello world. So whenever we are going to click on run Python file, we are able to see the output. So this is our regular program. So here what I want to do here is, I want to explain this code. So here I'm going to explain. So what I'm trying to write here, this program prints a message. Okay, so this is our Python file. In this Python file, it is going to recognize only Python syntax. If you write any other, so now see here, if I click on run Python file, it is going to show as a syntax error. Okay, that means we did not follow proper rules here. So now what I want to do here is I need explanation as well as I need to execute I need to run this program. So in that scenario, we are going to use what? Single line command. Now what happens? Our Python file is going to escape this part. Nothing but it is going to skip this particular line number 1. Okay, it will check only line number 2 and we are able to see the output. So any doubts? Any doubts?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I'm going to write a simple explanation relevant to these comments. To explain the code in the program itself. So this is the first priority. Is it clear? Okay, fine. So next, what I'm going to do here is, so I'm going to write print hello world 1 and I'm going to remove this. So simply I will write like this, copy. Totally I'm going to write here 3 statements. Print hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3. Now I am going to save. How you can save? Simply we can press Ctrl S or otherwise from here save and after that run. Now you can see the output hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3. Now what I am trying to do here is, now I don't want to print this line number 2. So here I am going to use what? Single line command again, Ctrl S to save and from here run. Now we can see hello world 2 as well as hello world 3. In case of line number 1 also we are hiding. In case of line number 2 also we are hiding. So in both the cases we are hiding. So in case of line number 1, in case of line number 2. So in both the cases we are hiding. But the purpose is different. Here we are explaining the code and here we are hiding the code. Okay, so just I will add this point also. So to temporarily hide or prevent the execution of a part of the code. Okay, so in both the cases we are hiding, but the purpose is different. Here explanation and here we are hiding the code. Is it clear? Okay, so then after this I am going to write one more point. So what is that point here is to make the code more readable and understandable. So why I added this particular point means, let's say in companies today we are going to work on this particular file or specific part in this particular file. Tomorrow some others they were going to work. Is it clear? Even for us also, let's say today we wrote some code. Let's say we wrote some logic. Okay, nothing but some 10 lines of code we wrote. Maybe after 3 months, again we need to work on the same 10 lines of code 3 months back that we wrote. Okay, so at that time, so directly if you see the code, definitely we are not going to understand anything until we do some research. Okay, so in this scenario, if you are able to explain the code inside the comments, even for you after 3 months or 6 months, even for new developers also, if any new employee joined or if any new person came into your project, at that time they were going to read these comments and they were going to understand. So this is the actual real-time purpose of comments. Okay, so that's the reason I added this particular line. Even I'm going to add one more line here. Okay, whatever I explained. Okay, to help other developers understand the logic of the code. Okay, fine. So again, I am asking any doubts regarding this up to now. Any doubts?
Sir, if 3 lines are there, those actually, I have to try line number 2 to hide. Is it possible?
Yeah, so see, regarding these comments, however you want, you can apply. Okay, so let's say, so hello world 2, I want to hide, hello world 1, I need. No problem. So just add here. So Control S to save, and from here, run Python file. So now we can see only 1 and 3. So we can't see 2. So any doubts?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, fine. So then after this, so I want to try with multi-line comment. So what I'm going to do here is, again, let's say, so just what I will do means I'm going to keep like this. So running, okay. So now I'm going to create another file. So right click, copy, right click, paste. So rename, and here 4 dot comments dot Siva. So this is our 4th program. So in this case, I am going to use multi-line comment. So let's say here I wanna explain the code more than one line. So this program prints a message using a Python. In this case, we need to write single line comment 2 times. So that means here also we need to add hash. Even here also we need to add hash. Okay, nothing but single line comment. So Control S to save and run Python file, and everything is fine. And these 2 lines are given. So here, instead of using 2 times, simply we can use what? Multi-line comment. So how means? So let's say here, press enter. Then in line number 1, 3 times triple quotations. Here the purpose is same. But here the advantage is what? At a time we can comment more than 1 line. Okay. If it is only 1 line, then go with single line comment. If you are having more lines, then prefer what? Multi-line comment. So now Control S to save, and from here run. So we can see only hello world 1. Whether it is single line or multi-line, purpose is different. Single line means only 1 line we can comment. Suppose if you want to use only single line comment means, suppose 10 lines you need to comment. For all the 10 lines, you need to use single line comment. So for example, here 2 lines were there. So this is the way manually you need to do. Of course, we are having shortcuts also, but in general, this is the way. Suppose if you want to hide or comment more than 1 line at a time, use multi-line. So Control S to save and run it. We can see only hello world 1. This is for our future. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So next, not only triple double quotation, even we can also use what? 3 times single quotation. So now Control S to save, and from here run. So if you see here, so this is also comment. This is also multi-line, and this is also a multi-line. You can use anywhere. Okay, but in Python, so best practice is what? Using triple double quotation instead of triple single quotation. So any doubts?
Nothing, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. All clear.
Fine. Now we need to know here shortcuts. Okay. So let's say one more file. So right click, copy, right click, paste, right click. Okay, file. So now here we are going to use some shortcuts. File name can be anything, it doesn't matter, but give some meaningful name. I'm going to try some shortcuts here. So now here I'm going to write some explanation. So here what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write some explanation. A function, see, till now I did not explain anything about functions. So till now I did not explain anything about function. Okay. So a function is a ready-made tool that performs a specific task. So till now, I did not explain anything about functions or anything. So this is just a simple definition, general definition. Okay. whatever I wrote in this Python file, now I want to apply the comment. So how we can apply the comment? Select everything. You need to hold control forward slash. Select whatever the line. That means how many lines you want to apply comment. That means single line comment. Use control forward slash. Okay. So now see here again, I want to remove the single line comment. So hold the control forward slash. Again, hold the control forward. Okay. So now here only one line. So now here I'm going to add one more line. Okay. Of course, remove this comment. Okay. So now one more line. So here a function is a ready-made tool that performs a specific task. Okay. So here already we know about one function. So what is that function? So just I'm going to write here. So for example, so what is the function that we know? Print. So print is one of the functions. So here a function is a ready-made tool. Okay. So I want to explain tool. So here tool means something that helps us do a job easily. Here that means in this scenario, tool means something that helps us do a job easily. For example, right now, so this print function is there, right? So this print function is a tool used to display output. Okay. So now as usual, we already know here. So simply we can write what? So print hello world. Okay. Now here all these lines, so totally 4 lines we are having. All these 4 lines I want single line comment. Okay. Even 3 lines, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's say we'll try for 3 lines. So just select all the 3 lines, hold the control forward slash. We are going to get the single line comment. Let's say you want to remove the comment. Okay. Let's say for these 2 lines we need to remove. Hold the control forward slash. Okay. So hold the control forward slash for adding as well as for removing the comments. Let's say I want to add the comment here. Even for this also I want to add control forward slash, and again for all these select everything control forward slash. Okay. So this explanation is the general explanation. So generally this is not an actual definition for function, because we did not started even Python also, just we started only comments today. Okay, fine. So now here I will add that shortcut here. So what is the shortcut here? Control plus forward slash. So any doubts up to now? Any doubts?
Nothing, sir. Nothing. Fine.
So now at a time, okay, that means instead of applying individually all these, that means single line comment. So at a time, I want to target more than one. So let's say select everything, and now I'm going to use multi-line comment shortcut. Okay, so what is the shortcut means? Alt Shift A. So whenever we are going to use Alt Shift A, then we are going to get multi-line. Okay. Again, same. Select everything. Alt Shift A to remove the comment. Alt Shift A to add the multi-line comment. Alt Shift A to remove the multi-line comment. So like this. So let's say Alt Shift A. Now we remove. Now my target is only 3 lines. Select only 3 lines. Alt Shift A to add. Alt Shift A to remove. What? So here I'm going to write that shortcut. So what is the shortcut here? Alt Shift A. Okay. So whenever we are using Alt Shift A, so we are going to get the triple double quotation. That means 3 times double quotation comment only we are getting. But what we discussed, even we are having 3 times single quotation also. That means triple single quotation. So in this case also, we are going to get the multi-line comment, but we don't have any shortcut for triple single quotation. So we don't have any shortcut for triple single quotation. Only in case of triple double quotation, what is the shortcut we are having? Alt Shift A. But in case of triple single quotation, we don't have any shortcut. Okay, of course, in real time, we are going to use either single line comment, or in multi-line, we are going to use triple double quotation, not this one. Here, we don't have any shortcut, but one simple feature is there. Okay, this feature is not only for triple single quotation, even for triple double quotation also this feature is there. Nothing is there. Select everything and start typing. Okay, see what I did here. Again, see. Select everything. Okay, then cursor is there here, right? First, then type. See, so I typed only this part, automatically it added here, right? Now again, Control Z to undo, Control Z, Control Z. So now try the same thing with triple. Is it clear, right? Okay, so that means this is just a feature, not only for triple single quotation, even for triple double quotation also is there. So the final conclusion is, in real time, we are going to prefer single line and multi-line, specifically this one. And also we are having shortcut only for this one, not for this one. Okay, so that's it. So any doubts regarding comments?
Nothing, sir.
Yes,
Fine.